Long ago, we surpassed video 333. But let's go into some symbolism we can attach to that number here. By its virtue, don't let your abundance turn to sorrow about works not manifesting. Maiden Mother Crone, ever passive in reception, production, and loss. Ask and you shall receive. The created realms are carried by their nature as light beings, fire beings, and clay beings. Awaken to protection, full night vision. Because remember, when you go 3 minutes into the dark, you get a third of your night vision. An extra 30 minutes, you get 2/3 of your night vision. And your full night vision comes in with an additional 3 hours, so 3 hours and 33 minutes. So the doors are open with all emotion and manifestation. It is not all positive and negative, but there is neutral too. And 340 is verse 333 in the scripture of this age. So Surah 3, 840 of Al-Quran. قال رب أنى يكون لي غلام وقد بلغني الكبر وامرأتي عاقر قال كذلك الله يفعل ما يشاء. And this is, the wife of Zechariah. And the wife of Zechariah was saying to her Lord that, I'm old. How can I have a son? Oh, wait. No. This is Zechariah's words. Zechariah was saying, Lord, how can I have a son when I'm old and my wife's barren? And he was told that, God does what he wants. And that's obviously a lesson. But this is part of why when Jesus was called the good Lord, according to the Bible, this is how it went down, is that he says, no. The Rabbana is, because Rabbi is the Arabic here, so Rabbana is what he didn't want to be called. He said, only call God that. Even though the word is broader than referring to deity. So, Surah 3:33. إن الله اصطفى آدم ونوحا وعلى إبراهيم وعلى عمران العالمين. And God preferred Adam, Noah, the family of Abraham, the family of Imran, above the creatures. But this was because of what they were. It wasn't just here's my favorite lineage. It was the type of person they were. So, of course, referring to the story of Jesus again. But I already shared 333. So 33:3. وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ وَكِيلًا. And if nothing else, my channel, it's to encourage trust in God and to talk about how God is sufficient. And I've lost my page for what I'm going to do later, but before we look into words in the Bible that equal these number values, let's look at some other words that have shown up under 333. Molecule, Triforce, Masonic Ladder, Franklin Graham, the tool, others, beast sigil, graven sign. I'm going to use Sewello. Okay, yeah. Pregnant, tablet, Kundalini, logical thinking, elect father, storage, Lincoln Park, angelic host, Philadelphia, Eagles, Excel, Sanction, Beasts DNA, Uncloaked, Compton, Fool, Duracell, Light Scribe, Loop Time, Göbekli Tepe. So we have to have a variety of things, good and bad, to show that it is the sage that consults the oracle, that doesn't consult the oracle, but controls it. So we're not talking soothsaying or baseless fortune telling or anything like that. So let's start with Genesis and go our way down. We have Hutch-Shuk, which is darkness, and that's first found in Genesis 1:4. Genesis 1:28 has a word for subdue, and that's Wakbasha. And Genesis 13:15, by the way, all these are the first mention in the Bible. There could be other mentions, but this is the first time it occurs. So 13:15 of Genesis is seed. Wul Zrak. And Chushka, darkness, Genesis 15:12. Lashab, draw, Genesis 24:13. Harbun, pledge, Genesis 38:18. Lech Mriham, donkey, Genesis 43:24. Lurtza, wash, Exodus 30:18. Lish Chathu, kill, Leviticus 7:2. Of course, with the meme I'm using for this, I gotta include something about killing, don't I? And another word for kill from Leviticus 8:15, Wish Chuth. And Wah Shukab, lay, Leviticus 14:47. And yet another mention of kill from Leviticus 14:51. I don't think I'm trying to say 31, but 51, I think. Oh, but I do have a curve, so maybe. Hush Chutha. And you Shubya, dwell, Numbers 13:32. Butrutzim, land, Numbers 8:13. Habronu, pass, Deuteronomy 2:30. One Bara, burn, Judges 20:13. Azranu, help, 1 Samuel 17:12 is the first time we see that. One Abra, pass, from Samuel, the 1 Samuel 14:1. Wah Abrim, Hebrew, 1 Samuel 14:21. 1 Kings 1:2 has lie, Washkba. And we have Lahachrimim, destroy, from 1 Kings 9:21. Remember that sigil? It means something along the lines of what's sort of the opposite of tier, and Lagu reference the mystery and a bunch of stuff you can attach to that little rake-looking thing. I guess that's how you would describe it, perhaps as a pitchfork stabbing down. But destroy, because what it survives, lawlessness, chaos, disorder, injustice, it's their survival beyond those things. Warharbim, raven, 1 Kings 17:6. He's Ra Ali, Jezreelite. And isn't that separated from God or something like that? 1 Kings 21:1. Yeah, when they say Israelite rather than Yisrael, it means something different, doesn't it? Pugrim, carcass. 2 Kings 19:35. Washbaka network, 2 Kings 25:17. Ashbel, 1 Chronicles 8:1. Burpaim, heel, 2 Chronicles 16:12. Wish Yaba, return, 2 Chronicles 26:2. Lebkra, make, Ezra 7:14. Shulg, snow, Job 6:16. Ashibuk, return, Job 35:4. Wiazrim, help, Psalms 37:40. Shugul, queen, Psalms 45:9. Hushkutch, forget, Psalms 77:9. Shuk cha, forget, Proverbs 2:17. Yasha, haste, Isaiah 5:19. Wish bia, dwell, Isaiah 40:22. Wum Hazra, settle, Ezekiel 43:14. Was Rayim, arm, Daniel 11:31. Bush Bathuk, tribe, Micah 7:14. Padiska is a damsel, Matthew 26:69. And if we refer to what the Christians call the Old Testament, the paid is something different. There's actually the word for somebody who has sex with a pre-adolescent and they're killed for that. That's the paid there is a wider age range, and it definitely dips into the marriageable age. So let's be careful with how we use our words, and rushing to judgments, not knowing what the meaning is in some of the original languages. Athem Bathasan, B, Mark 1:27. Elahnis, Greek, Mark 7:26. Apasan, all, Luke 4:6. Akta, sixth, Luke 23:44. Caesara, Caesar, John 19:15. Akbalamanoi, cast, Acts 27:38. Alastha, form, 1 Timothy 2:13. Orgilon, soon, Titus 1:7. Iathata, heel, James 5:16. Sidhare, of iron, Revelations 2:27. Now, what some of you would all be waiting for is what might a 25th chapter of Revelation look like? So, 25 being... Oh. Might have been better to do the P here, but we're going to adapt here and combine the sigillo ruin with the letter for the judgment. So Sheen and Sawelu. I've probably already mentioned that, so don't mean to repeat. So I'm going to make up... now, since apocalyptic literature is technically not revelation or even inspiration, it's basically a treatise, it's basically sort of an idea of a multi-layered text to teach. So that's what I'm going to do here. And the macrocosm and the microcosm became anew as we realized that the world is not what we were led to believe it was. And there was a holy city, a city of peace, prepared for those who might use it as such. And voices told us that within us is the sacred land. Within us are all those which people would call gods and goddesses. Everything we refer to them as, they are all within us. And as we surrendered unto the real God, not some demiurge, our suffering ended. And even though God has the throne of thrones beyond all other creation and not supported by it, we also can be enthroned in our own kingdom. What were we before we were what we are as incarnate? And what will we be after? These are things that can be realized in this life. Guilt and shame and unnecessary fear be gone. For these are not to our benefit, except to correct us in some passing moment, or to keep us safe. And the 9 demons arose with the 9 plagues. And the innocent can stay innocent in marriage. And the spirits of the high place and the spirits of the low places speak to all the people. But we are not aware. And the sacred use of stones and herbs and animal parts were taught. And any defilement was only upon the vessel. But we were all given the opportunity to be pure and write our names in the book of life, love, and light. NOXLVX. And we were ready to face our judgment with our books in our hands. be it the right hand or the left hand, or the in-between hand. We were not disillusioned, and therefore, the afterlife will be no surprise to those who so choose for it, except that there will be beyond our imagining.